Good morning. Good morning. How many pieces of paper? I haven't found any yet. I haven't started looking yet. I gotta wait until later. I have a question though. How do you guys remember things? How do you remember stuff? From your brains? So sometimes you just remember.
Good memories you never forget.
Good memories you never forget. You can't forget things? Okay, how do you yeah? You repeat it in your head. So repeating things, that helps you remember. Let's see. How do you remember stuff for your tests at school?
Like practicing.
You practice it a lot. Yeah.
When there's like a circle thing, I try my hardest, but then if I can't get, I just go in.
So sometimes you just guess. Everything's easy on the test? How do you remember what you need to do tomorrow?
Because you repeat it so many times because you do
So,
like today on Sundays you go to church.
so you just know it's Sundays I go to church, and so you don't have to even think about it. Your parents tell you. Yep, that works too, doesn't it? You make a list. Oh, you could make a list. You write it down. Look, I wrote down on my hand, buy ketchup. I need to remember this, okay? It says buy ketchup. I need ketchup. I'm out of ketchup. I forgot last time I went to the grocery store and I need to get right on a piece of paper. Have you ever used a rubber band to remember things? Some people use rubber bands. This is to help me remember. Just a sec. I don't remember what this is to help me remember. It just didn't work very well, did it?
You need a rubber band. You need a rubber band to remember what that's for.
And then I need another one.
You should have a bunch of rubber bands and then how many words it is. Like one rubber band.
So rubber band's and I have to, okay, this is going to get complex. How do you remember that your parents or guardians love you? You don't know? What do you think? Because they're your kids, so they just do. They feed you. So you remember every time you eat food. I like that.
They do it every day. They love us every day.
Yeah? Last one.
It's kind of like Eliza's. They don't put us on the street.
They-
They don't put us in the orphanage.
They give you a bed at night, and that's how you remember you live. How
They give us something.
how do married people remember that they love each other? They just do? They just do? But you know, lots of married people, this isn't an actual wedding ring, but lots of married people wear wedding rings, right? And they wear that to remind them that they love each other. Right?
But how would they forget?
How would they forget? I don't know, but every time they look at their hand, they remember that they love each other.
What if they forgot to wear their ring?
Oh, then they forgot to wear their ring. No, this is my high school class ring. This reminds me that I graduated high school and that I'm technically an adult. All right. How do you think God remembers that God loves us?
Because he created
Because he created us.
us. Because he loves us.
Just he simply loves us, so he doesn't have to remember it all.
First of all, because he just does, and he gives us food, water, and everything else because he loves us.
God just does, and all the things out there remind us that he loves us. He died on the cross for us, that's right. He created our memory, yeah. But you know what? The Bible story we just heard today, it said that God put the rainbow in the sky, not so that we would remember, but so that God would remember that God loves us. It works kind of like a wedding ring. You know, people who are married, they know they love each other, but they still have this ring to remind themselves that they love each other. Well, every day, somewhere in the world, there is always a rainbow. So every single day when God looks at the earth, he sees a rainbow. And it's a reminder, just like a wedding ring, to say that I love these people. And it's not that God didn't know, but it's like sometimes you kind of look at something that reminds you that you're loved, like you look at the food at your table, and it makes it feel bigger, doesn't it? And you look at the bed that in your room that you're all snuggling in, and it makes it feel bigger. Yeah. And you look at having a roof over your head, and it just makes that love feel bigger. And so when God sees that rainbow, it makes that love that God definitely already knows even feel bigger. That's what the rainbow's for. It's to remind God that God loves us. So, what I would like you all to do, because we need to add some extra reminders to God, I invite you, I got scratch paper here, so it's got writing on one side, but don't worry about that. I got scratch paper. I invite you all to take a piece of paper and some crayons back to your seats, and I want you to draw a rainbow. Use as few or as many colors as you like. It's up to you. Draw a rainbow, and underneath the rainbow, write on it, God loves us, okay? So we can do extra symbols to remind God today that God loves us. Thank you all for coming on up.
Thank you for joining us. Be sure to like if you heard good news and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest message. Peace be with you.